Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. I'm going to do something a little bit different in this video. I came across my old blog that I used to write. I was a huge writer back in the day. I had two different blogs. I had a decorating blog, and I would share my transformations that I would do for clients because I had a decorating business aside from my teaching job. And then when my daughter was born, I did a blog to help keep, close family and friends updated on what was going on with her. She was born with a muscle disorder, and we did not get a diagnosis of what she had until 6 months after she had passed away. So it was a grueling time, not knowing what was going on, not knowing if I did something wrong in my pregnancy. It was just real life crazy tornado happening all at once, and I didn't know what to do. I was a first time mom. I was 29 turning 30, shortly after. It was like in that process I turned 30 years old, which was my Saturn return. So grief seems to be my lesson in this lifetime. I had to watch my daughter pass away. I held her, she passed. I held my dad when he was passing. So it seems to be a common theme for me that my soul unfortunately chose to go through these unique experiences. But I came across one of my blog posts that I made back in 2017. So I technically say that I spiritually awakened in 2018. But in 2012, when my daughter, I point up here because here she is, when she was born and when she passed away, I had like a mild awakening. So I was reading this going, oh my gosh, I was talking about joy back then. I was talking about miracles. And now that I'm spiritually awakened, and teaching about all of this and sharing it, and I've been on YouTube now for a couple of years, like it blows my mind to know that I was thinking these thoughts back then. So I just wanted to share it with you guys and read. This is kind of like an intuitive message for whoever needs to hear it. Okay, so it says, and this is my little blog. Hopefully you can see a little bit there. There you go. Okay. So it's called weheartmicah.blogspot.com. So it says life after the storm. So this is April 19th, 2017. So this is 5 years later. It says miracles happen all around us. Some of us are blind to them. Some of us see them, but don't really see them. Being in tune with your body has a lot to do with whether or not you are open to receiving them. My definition of a miracle is when a moment occurs and something happens inside of your body. You are moved by this intense sensation. It could be a smile, instant tears, a laugh, or just pure happiness deep within you. For example, when Micah was born, the instant I heard her cry, I cried. It was innate in me, just like this. I was not emotional at all before starting this. It was innate in me. I couldn't control it. I love you. It was the purest miracle I had ever experienced. I had just heard the voice of her very own little being that I helped create and nurture into this world. No words for that feeling. If you have never paid attention to what brings you joy in life, then it's about time you start. Write down a list of 10 things that made you genuinely happy in the last 24 hours. For those of you that know that I created my Micah Magic deck in memory of her, and one of the things on the card was a joy list. We have to know what brings us joy to help us move through pain and suffering. And my mind is blown. I did not read this post before filming. I just went on my blog, I saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh, life after the storm. I wonder what I said. Let me do this live and let me just film it. So I had no idea what I wrote in this. I cannot believe I wrote about a joy list back then. This is crazy. Write down a list of 10 things that make you genuinely happy in the last 24 hours. You might be surprised to find that one of those 10 things could be seen as a miracle. Life goes on every single day. Our routines overpower our brains and we just go, go, go. Through my experience, I have found that taking breaks and appreciating the small joys that come my way really enhance my day-to-day life. Things really start to spiral in a good way when I do that. Lately, I've been so overwhelmed by all the positive things happening in my life that I struggle to journal about them because there's too much to write. Say what? I literally wrote that. Can you believe I just wrote that? Who am I? I always find a way to write shit down. What is happening to me? Why can't I write anything? I know what's happening. I am feeling so much that I don't want to stop and write. I just want to keep feeling what I'm feeling. This is a new kind of day to day life for me. For so long, my grief controlled my every move in life. I had to grind to find happiness. I had to force myself to see it and revel in it by writing it down so I wouldn't lose it. For the first time in a long time, I don't feel a need to write. I don't feel the dark days anymore. I'm not worried about the happiness fading. I'm no longer feeling this desire to grind for it either. I just wake up happy. I never ever thought that would ever happen again. I'm fully aware that there will always be tough mornings, afternoon, days, minutes, months, weeks, etc. But right now, I am happy and I just want to share it. I know there are a lot of people out there that are going through their own tough experience. I want them to know that happiness is possible. I actually believe that when you have endured something traumatic, the happiness that follows is the deepest, most meaningful type the world has to offer. I'm so grateful for my grief because, hold up, sorry, I'm going to take a quick break from writing to tell you that right now, as I type this, I am crying because a miracle just happened. I was about to type the next word, and Micah's funeral song just came on my Pandora, and before I could even take a breath, I had a tear streaming down my face. I am crying and laughing as I type right now because this is what life is all about. This is a feeling that makes me feel alive. It's proof that my body feels an energy that cannot be explained. The combination of joy and sadness combined into one expression is rare. It's special to all people that grieve any type of loss. I just had a physical, uncontrollable reaction to a tune playing on my computer. It's 9:47 a.m. on Wednesday, April 19th, 2017, and I just experienced another miracle. Everything else in my life just becomes a blurry background in a crisp and clear photograph of Micah's face. My priorities get pushed to the front of my brain, and I see my purpose in life clear as fucking day. Excuse my language. My next sentence, like I was saying, excuse my language, like sorry for my past self. It says sorry for my language, but I feel I'm literally the same person. Sorry for my language, but I just feel so powerful with these words. I am meant for more. I am meant to share my experience on a bigger platform. I am meant to be breathing right now. I am meant to give all this love I have in my heart to everyone I encounter. I am meant to teach people how to love. I am meant to receive love. I am meant to open all of your eyes to the miracles that happen all around us. Once you begin peeling those eyeballs open, you will start living the most meaningful life and the goods will show up on your doorstep. This is before I learned about manifestation, you guys. You will be a magnet that just sucks all great things your way. Before I end this, I'm going to finish my thought I had earlier about that miracle that stopped me in my tracks. I was saying I'm grateful for my grief because it woke me the F up and forced me to really see me for who I am and what I'm capable of. I still don't know the capacity of all that I will do in this world, but I do know that right now I am happy in all caps and excited for what's to come. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a rainbow after the storm. And learning to dance through it all, I always talk about dancing with the universe. Learning to dance through it all is one way to go. Never stop dancing and opening your eyes to the wonderful miracles that happen all around you. If I can do it, so can you. Micah and I have faith that you will endure. Just keep going. Here are some of my favorite miracles and moments that take my breath away. There's little Micah. And I guess I just started sharing photos. So cute. I cannot believe, you guys, that I wrote this. Insane. Hopefully you can see her little 3D footprint. Her little hand holding mine. Her little tootsies. I'm literally shocked. And it says, I heart you, Micah, at the bottom. Oh, I'm so glad I read this and I got this on camera. That was wild. I did not read, guys, I didn't read it before I started filming. I was like, oh, life after the storm. I wonder what I said. Maybe I'll film this. And I think she guided me to do that. So your message today is miracles do exist. You do not have to stay in the bitterness of life. You do not have to stay in grief. You do not have to stay in the suffering of the mind and what the mind creates. I literally was talking about manifestation in here, that we don't have to stay in that. We can believe in miracles. And even when we're not aware of it, it's in us. Like Source was speaking through me in that post, and I wasn't even awakened to it yet. So life after the storm, that was freaking awesome. And I love that if you guys were wondering what her funeral song was, it was Over the Rainbow by Ish. We had that playing at her funeral, and we had a closed casket, and we kept it private. So it was only aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, my immediate family, just like our immediate core family. I'm not sure why I did that, because it probably would have been nice to get the support of all of my students and my teacher friends. I'm sure they all wanted to be there to support me. But I think back then I was just so clouded. I honestly don't remember it. I don't remember making decisions. But yeah, we played that song at her funeral, and we had a huge slideshow of all the photos we had taken of her. And I'm so grateful that I took so many photos, because we did not know what her muscle disorder was or how it was going to end up. We thought she was just going to be a child with a disability, and we were going to take her home, and she'd probably be in a wheelchair for the rest of her life. So I was not in the mindset of like, let's capture every single moment, but I was just appreciating every moment with her, taking all the photos. She got the award for the best dressed baby in the NICU that year. And it was just so fun to be able to like give her a personality, and to, I don't know what she would have worn. I was just going off of what we had in the closet. And believe it or not, I thought I was having a boy my whole pregnancy. We did the reveal party. The technician pointed to the penis on the ultrasound and said, "You're having a boy." So he was going to be Micah William. And then 3 days before I delivered, the technician was like, "She's really swimming around in here." And I was like, "Oh no, it's Micah William. It's a boy. We're having a boy." And she's like, "Who told you that?" She's like, "You're having a girl." And I was like, "What?" So 3 days before I delivered, I found out it was a girl. We had already the boy room done. We had the boy clothes in the closet. So I didn't have any girl clothes. So for Micah, in the 6 weeks that she was alive, to get the best dressed baby award, we literally were like, "Oh my gosh, thank God for families and friends," because I wasn't going out and buying clothes, but everybody chipped in, and they all brought clothes for her because we wanted to dress her, like a girl, and in pinks and butterflies and, little spirit animals and hearts and stuff. But it was crazy how this just all unfolded. And I did treat every day like it was a miracle back then. I was just so clouded that I wasn't like cognitively aware of it. But I did blog about my experience. So if you guys want to go read that blog, it's still up there. It's We Heart Micah. Micah is Micah, weheartmicah.blogspot.com. I tracked, every medical test that we had done, every situation that we had done, my birth story, everything's over there. But I'm so glad that I was guided to read this today. Miracles happen all around us. You can have faith and trust, and your sadness doesn't have to persist. We can move beyond it. All right, lovies, thank you so much for watching. This was so fun to do. Maybe I'll do another blog post soon. Thank you for supporting me and my channel. Drop a little comment. Let me know who you are, where you're from, if you've enjoyed this, and if you want more of this type of content from me, kind of like real life stuff, instead of always teaching or doing readings and stuff. Let me know. Okay, I will see you soon. Thanks for being here. Peace out.